Good morning. You know, I was just realizing, did you guys ever realize how sunny it is all the time where I live? It's not very often that it's not sunny out, which is very nice because I love the sun. I'm one of those people, if I don't get sunlight, I get into a funk. You know, if it's too many days of rain, or I need my vitamin D. But even superficial, like even if I supplement with vitamin D, that doesn't, I still need the sunlight mentally. So I'm on my way to, you guessed it, I'm on my way to the shelter to do my volunteer work. So you guys get a vlog today. Seeing how you didn't get one yesterday, I thought I would absolutely do one today. So yeah, I did my vlog. I was almost done, and then my sister called, and I was like, I'll redo it or finish it, and I didn't. Went to the doctor's, and I was running late, and yada, yada, yada. So, I'm feeling pretty good. I jumped on the scale today. I'm not going to talk about the number because the number doesn't matter, but I can tell you that it's gone up. And, but I'm not gonna judge that because it's not good or bad. It is what it is, and it's part of this process that I'm going through. And I'm doing 4 shots a day, so I have lots of hormones going into me, and that's gonna have an impact on my body. And every day I have headaches, and I don't take anything, so I just have to kind of suffer through them. But all of this is part of my process, of my journey, of what I'm going through, and so I am going to embrace all of it. And that means saying hooray for weight gains and hooray for headaches, then so be it, hooray. Because if that gets me to where I need to be or want to be or where we're trying to go, then that's part of the process. Just like whatever we go through when we do HCG, we make sacrifices and we make adjustments, and there's challenges in everything that we do that pertains to growth. It was like the flower that has to go through dirt. It's just going to happen, and it is what it is. So today, yeah, I'm not going to talk about my weight because I don't want to have negative feelings or attachments towards it. I want to feel positive about it, and I want to know, yeah, that's my body preparing for a baby. That's my body doing what it should be doing. That's my body responding to the hormone treatment. So that's what's happening. This is the card I did yesterday that I didn't get to publish. So I'm going to do it again because I think it's funny. It's, I can stay calm in a crisis because often I'm the cause. I can stay calm in a crisis because often I'm the cause. And yesterday I was going to start telling you a funny story and laughing about it because the other night, I guess the medications got to me. I had a breakdown and I turned into this psychotic bitch. And I was like screaming and yelling and slamming things and crying. And in the middle of crying, I started laughing hysterically. And it was all very frightening. I did not know the girl. Well, I mean, I've seen that girl before in other situations, but not in a really long time. And my husband went and hid. Like literally went and hid up in our bedroom because he was like, oh my God. And initially he started, fighting with me, but then realized, oh my God, she's full of hormones. I can't argue with this crazy lady. So it was pretty ugly. Like yesterday, my eyelids were swollen from crying so much. And it was crazy. It was just like all these hormones going into your body is insane. So I was a complete and utter lunatic. And so when I read that card yesterday, it was just, the timeliness was just so appropriate because I was the cause of the crisis without a doubt. So anyway, I will try to keep this short. I hope everyone's doing well. Our family is still without power in New York. Gas is hard to find there. People are having a hard time getting gas, and there's not a lot of foods in the store, and there's just stuff going on that we don't, it's transparent to us. So, you know, be conscious, be aware, donate if you can. If you live nearby, donate your time and your services this weekend if you can. They canceled one of the marathons that were scheduled for this weekend in New York. So, because people were in an uproar saying, why use your time and resources on the marathon when there's repair to do? So they canceled this marathon so that people could go and help, and just crazy. Like me and my husband said to me yesterday when I got home from work, he said if we were not leaving for our trip on Thursday, I would go out and buy 3 generators and drive to New York and take it to my family. You know, his sister, his niece, and his brother. His mother fortunately has power, but you know, imagine, some of you have been through it, a week without power. I go a day without power, a few hours of power, and I'm out of my mind. So I can't imagine. Just has it's a trickle-down effect. It's not just you don't have power, you don't have lights. It's your food and sometimes it's, you know, it's everything. So, so pray for everyone, and let's hope that they get their power back soon, and that this is a good, productive weekend where a lot of people are back on their feet. My niece is a teacher, and they forced her to go into school Friday, and it looks like they're going to have the kids go back to school next week even if there's no power. And I'm like, how can they do that? You know? I mean, people are suffering right now. People have no heat in their homes. Their children are cold. I just don't understand the mindset, but I know at some point you got to get back to your normal routine to have some normalcy in your life. I understand that, but I don't know. It's just, I feel bad for him. I wish there was something that we could do. So, all right, guys, have a beautiful weekend. I will talk to you soon. Love ya.